Good afternoon, Medical Terminology Course B students. I want to welcome you to the class. My name is Jennifer Maxwell. I know that many of you have taken the first semester of this class before. I recognize a number of the names, so I want to welcome you to the second semester. This is a brand new class. The course previously was only one semester, but the state turned it into a two-semester class, so you are the first students to be seeing the second part of medical terminology. So that's kind of cool. It is different than the other course, whereas the other course focused on the body systems and how they worked and the medical terms. This focuses on a little bit different area of the medical field. It will cover some of the information found in the previous course, but it also covers a lot of other just general topics regarding the healthcare field, a lot about being a medical assistant and being a medical professional, effective communication skills, and so forth. So it's a different course. For those of you that took the course last year, you'll find that it is set up very similarly. This is called the course tree, and you select on the lesson that you want to start with. We'll start with lesson 1. The first couple of pages are generally introductory, gives you some instructions and the objectives. The third page is generally where there will be some content started. So these are just the instructions for the interactive presentation. And for those that took the class last year, you will remember that the interactive presentation is mainly where the course content is found. I've pulled that up here. And so this is what that looks like when you click on that link. When you click Start Lesson, it will take you to that content, and you'll click through the arrows to go through the different pages. If you want to complete the study guide, you can click on it up here. And it should pop up. I was having trouble with it with the other class, but it should pop up here. The study guide, you're welcome to do, there's a number of activities that you're welcome to do in this course. The study guide is basically a pretest, kind of giving you some information on how much you know in general. The only caution with the study guide is that it doesn't necessarily line up with the quizzes. So, just because you did great on the pretest doesn't necessarily mean you're going to do great on the quiz, because it's not necessarily the same material. So I want to kind of warn you about that. And it looks like we're having some trouble with this this study guide as well. The other resources, there is a glossary. The A to Z is a glossary. Some notes you can take, and some help, the help topic. You will click through the lesson, and there's content on each page that you will read through. And there are some quiz questions along the way, that kind of a thing. So that is the interactive lesson. That's where the majority of content for the quizzes will come from. Page 4 says complete the activities below. Where you see Introduction to Medical Assisting, this is the online textbook, and I've got it pulled up here. So you can look at it from the table of contents perspective. It will give you the individual chapters if you want to go by chapter. You can push the arrows to go by page. If you know specifically what page you want to go to, you can just type in the page number here. And zoom in or zoom out from the screen. There's a number of resources here that will help you. So, it says to create a second study guide using the steps from the previous page and compare the results to the first time you completed it, review your results, and then make a graphic organizer, then some more review activities. I will tell you, I encourage you to do as many of the activities that you have time for. However, none of these are graded. I want you to know that. So, and they don't necessarily help prepare you for the quiz. This first lesson has a quiz only. The second lesson has a discussion. The third lesson, you can see by the icon, has a quiz and a portfolio. Fourth lesson has a quiz. Fifth lesson has a portfolio. So you can see through there, through the 18 lessons, what the different assessments are going to be. Okay, then there's a medical, this next page. Well, that's interesting. So it has you write a one-page paper about the qualifications for medical assistant. But again, this is only assessed with a quiz. So that is not going to be graded. So as your time allows, do as many or as few of these activities as you can. And then page 6 is going to be your quiz. The quizzes are 10 multiple choice questions, and all of them are. And then the final exam is about a 30 question quiz. So that's kind of how all the lessons are set up. Just pay attention to the ones that have more than one assessment. So let's go to lesson 3, and we'll see. You have to read carefully that on this one on page 4, you write a one-page paper, and you will, it says the activity will be submitted to your teacher on slide 6. So on this one, page 5 is the quiz, and page 6 is going to be where you submit that. So you do have to pay attention to what assessments are done and what you turn in and what you do not. Okay. One other resource I want to point out to you is the message board. There's not a whole lot on there yet, but as the semester goes on, I'll try to get more resources up there. But this is when we have live lessons. I will put the recordings on here. This is the relearning policy. If you do poorly on a quiz or a discussion or whatever, it gives the information of what you can do to fix that, and the syllabus is on here as well. So again, we'll be adding to that as time goes on. We will be having some live lessons. They will not be on a regular schedule. Your elective courses have a lot less live lessons than your core courses do, so there won't be a weekly live lesson set up like are on your core courses. So I'm so excited that you've decided to take this second semester with me, and I hope to get to know each of you better. And just send me a webmail if you have any questions or run into any problems. Have a great day. Bye.